welcome back to QueenTitiLoves. Today we are going to be talking about expensive time, right? So let's get into the look, and here we go. It's going to be a really simple look because I'm wearing a hoodie today, and it is 150 degrees, so I do have a shirt to change into. So the expense of time. You know that we are in the program, in the thick of it, kind of at the end. But one of the things that I've been really talking to my girls about is the expense of time and respecting people's time and wondering why things don't look the way that you think it should look, right? So let me give you an example real quick before I get into the meat and potatoes. So I hear people all the time, and this is all the time, talking about, you know, don't nobody got my back, ain't nobody ever did nothing for me, blah, blah, blah. To a certain degree, we have to take responsibility for some of that. And here's why, right? As an adult, I could tell you very much so, with no shade, no none of that, my time is valuable, right? My time is valuable in that I don't even have enough. I don't have enough to do all of the things that I want to do for me. So for me to be able to extend time to somebody else and care about what they need, that takes a special kind of love, right? So if I have, like I have a program, right? In my program, we make ourselves available for one-on-one mentoring. So my girls get one-on-one mentoring from their designated mentor, but an additional resource is bi-weekly. There is a program that they have with me to learn a different set of skills and then meet each other, spend time with each other, that type of thing, right? But in that, I'm also the CEO. So I have all of these other responsibilities I have to do in addition to having my regular job. So that is an additional step that I am taking to ensure that not only do the girls get mentoring, but they get the opportunity to have a group setting experience and then speak with me about things outside of like public service, getting grants, things like that. We do, on my side, we do the self-defense, the real life talks, the planning your life, the things like that, right? So that's something that I'm doing in addition to what I'm already doing for the program, which is in addition to what I'm doing as a Delta, as a daughter, as an aunt, godmom, all these things, right? Here's where the problem comes in. Those type of programs are offered in junior high and high school because the goal is to help you form as you are growing before you run into certain types of things in your life so that you'll be better prepared, right? If I'm taking the time, or anybody is taking the time to offer you a mentorship, number one, that does not cost you, you really should respect that person's time. That means showing up when you're supposed to, doing what you're supposed to, and really putting in the effort to build out whatever they're offering you the way that you want it to be. Because in most mentorships, you're the guide of what you need. So you tell your mentor what you need. You set up the frequency of your visits, all that type of stuff, right? With my program, the only thing that is different is I set up the time for those visits, or for those meetings and stuff. But I will even, so they're from 7 to 8, right? If it goes over to 9, 10, 11, 12, I'll keep going for my girls because I appreciate that passion that they have in whatever it is that we're talking about, and they want more. So I'll stay on as long as they need me to stay on and give them whatever it is that they need, right? So that's generally junior high, high school time, and some college, right? But then when you become a full-fledged 25-year-old adult and you've had all these opportunities for youth services and things like that, and either you did or did not take advantage of them, at that point, it still becomes a life coach, right? So now you're paying money, and you're paying the big money, because life coaches, when we do those type of services, we charge a lot of money and per hour. And the reason why is because having a life coach, one of substance anyway, is like a map. And that map is taking you through the back way. It's taking you through, hey, don't go this way, go that way. Oh, if you need to get connected with somebody, I know somebody. They have literally taken everything that they've done in their career, plus met people to determine what they need in their career, and they built out this perfect Dora map for you to be able to get exactly what you need out of life with the least resistance and the best possibilities of success. So when someone takes their time, even in a nonprofit, especially in a nonprofit, to make time to offer you the best possible experience that you can have, the worst thing that you can do is disrespect their time. That means not showing up when you should. That means not participating like you should and doing your part, only coming for the things that are rewards and things like that. That's disrespectful, especially in a nonprofit, because there is no payment in nonprofit. The payment is the good in our heart, the good knowing that you help somebody else. That's the payment. So your payment, your currency is to honor your word and show up. The difference with my program, and I don't know if other programs do it, but I don't care if I hand you a check and you're in the middle of cashing it. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, I'll stop that check. And I'll tell you that, because you signed a contract, you made a commitment to do what you're supposed to do. These days, I feel like people are so worried about how they can be, destroyed online, because all it takes is one lie and the truth doesn't matter. They're so worried about the wrong things that they allow certain things that they shouldn't. And then in that case, what good was the benefit of offering the program, right? Time needs to be respected, because time is definitely money. Time is something that you never get back. Taking the time from your own family should be respected, because that's time that you could be spending with your family, but you're choosing to give it to whatever it is that's in your heart to give it to. And that should be respected, because again, when you become 25, I'm just using that as an example age, but any adult age, and you're looking for people to do things for you, or why won't this person tell me this for free, or why won't they help me? No offense, but they don't have to help you. You could take the same path that they took. It's never too late to get an education. Education does not mean college. It's never too late to start learning and start from the trenches. But the problem is that time thing. When people get a little bit older, they feel like, oh, I'm too old for this. I should be there by now. I don't want to start over. They allow their pride to get in the way. I don't want to start over. I should be where they are, so they should just help me get where they are, so then you could feel better about yourself and whatever journey it is that you are taking. Nobody owes you that, especially when you don't even want to pay for it. You can pay to get a lot of things, but why? Why not take the opportunities that you can to get what you need when it doesn't cost, or is low cost, or somebody is willing to help you because you are of the age that requires your formative years. Those years are the years that you need to really dive in and get as much as you can from whomever you can. Your parents, an aunt, a cousin. If you know somebody that works from home that does what you want to do, call them and ask them if you can come sit next to them for a week and job shadow. When we were in the office, some companies had bring your kid to work day and things like that. Those things are available, but more of you youth who are in the position to take advantage of a multitude of things need to take advantage of them and think outside of the box, even if it's something that you think of that the person or the organization didn't think of. Generally, there's that flexibility and that there is that space where it's open, like, let me know if you think of anything. If there's anything you need that we haven't brought up, let us know. We'll help you. We'll do whatever we can. That's for you to do. I, as Asia, I can't tell you what you need. I could tell you what's good for life and the basic things that have helped me. But if your path is a little bit different, those things might not even be, some of those things, especially career-wise, wouldn't work for you because you're not interested in project management or HR or nonprofits or life coach or travel or YouTube. You're not interested in those things. So those things are not going to work for you. But what I can do is if you tell me what you need, I can always find somebody. I can always find somebody. And again, they're more willing to help a young person because that young person is just starting out. The goal is to prevent the mistakes, give you an easier path, those type of things. Once you become an adult, you feel like you're doing somebody a disservice because clearly, or some people feel like, and I'm one of those people that feel like, so you got to do whatever you wanted to do when you should have been doing what you were supposed to be doing. And now you want life to just fast forward you ahead when most of us are still trying to figure out how to breathe. What exactly do you bring to the table? That could happen. So when we're wondering why we're seeing people not as willing to help in some situations, that's generally the reason why. Your time is money. Your time is currency. Your time is an investment. It's something that you can never get back. So most people try to use it for things that add value to their life and not fun all the time. Because yes, you can't get those fun things back either. It's important to have a balance. But taking care of business, if you keep saying I'll do it later, that's okay. But just understand that while you're saying I'll do it later, if you expect somebody to backtrack and slow down or make time to iron out your life for you, that's not going to happen. Take those opportunities to get mentoring, to be a part of a program. And notice I haven't once said be a part of Divine Purpose. I personally, and this has been true of me through every step of my life, I don't care what career you want. I don't care what sorority you want to be involved in. I don't care what fraternity. I don't care what state. I don't care what life choices you have. Just have some. Just have some and make a cognizant, make a good decision that makes sense to go after whatever it is that you want. I don't care if you do it slow. I'd rather you do it slow and have balance, because some people just don't want to live up what they consider living their best life. They don't want to give it up. So I would prefer that you at least made a cognizant decision to say, you know what, I'll go to school part-time, or I'll work in my field if it's available part-time, as you get older, so that you can still have a little bit of free time and flexibility to do some of the things that you want. But I could tell you this, what you'll find is if you with the right group of people, they have their foot on the gas. So what are you going to do? Sit there and wait for them while they finish their full load to be able to be off to be with them? Or what are you doing? Making sure that you're available for every friend when they off. So you'll hang with this one for a couple hours, that one for a couple hours. So you're sacrificing. And then when they graduate and are buying homes, getting married, picking their career, moving out of state, going on vacation, having all these choices, then you sitting there like, woe is me, and oh, is your job hiring? Hook me up. Hookup days are over. Those are extremely over. And companies are actually cracking down on people that hook people up, because it's not okay. It's not fair to the person that is doing the work and making the effort to, use my notebook, and making the effort to invest in themselves and do the hard work and make the sacrifices. A lot more people, let's try green. Let's try. There are more people these days that are really looking at you like, I'm helping you with shit. Help you for what? You want me to bring you in, give you all these accolades, help you pass me for something that you didn't even work for, and then sit here and act like I'm not mad? No. People are becoming way more smart with their decisions. And the reason why I say it's smart, that's not being a hater. That's being smart. Because too many yes people, raising my hand, are too nice. And then when you're nice because you're like, well, if I was, you know, in that situation and I needed help, I would want somebody to help me. But we're missing a big piece. One, people aren't learning the lessons that they should because they're not going through what they should to get there. That's number one. And then number two, in the end, you might be mad or resent the person, or you're wondering, well, why is this happening for them? And you're the person that helped them do it. And it may not be that person directly, but it is a person that is getting it over you the same way you help somebody get it over the person that really deserved it. So people are getting way more smart, and I do call it smart, with knowing when to say no. I'll help somebody all day long that has been trying, and things just for whatever reason aren't working out, or that door hasn't opened for them. I'll help that person all day long because I can relate to that person like nobody's business. I really can. And in those situations, it is discouraging. It is hard. But I will help that person all day long before I'll help somebody that thinks that, oh, I've decided to be on the right path now, so life owes me something. Life don't owe you nothing, because you can start at the beginning. There's nothing wrong with starting college in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, wherever it is that you decided to stick a pin and glow up. There's honor in that. To me, go through the steps. If you want to start a career, don't feel like because you're of a certain age entering the company that you are owed, that you are owed the right to come in, and have a particular role because of your age. You might be reporting to somebody that's 25. You might be reporting to somebody that's 22. Heck, people are so genius that, heck, it's 10-year-olds at Harvard. So what is that telling us? That's telling us that age don't have nothing to do with it. There are some brilliant people out there, and they coming for us, honey. So you gotta keep up. And celebrate them. Be proud of them. Celebrate them and be proud of them. Why not? I know if I'm able to be a mom, I honestly hope, I think that would be so dope if my kid came out as one of those kids that are like in the Guinness Book of World Records or something, and I'm going to want you guys to respect my kid. I am. Funny how the way the world works now, people only respect what they are accustomed to. They don't consider what's important to someone else. They don't consider how they would feel if that was them. Most of the time, no offense, because they know it would not be them. So they don't even take the time to do what they should as it relates to that space. But you should, because again, time keeps moving and time is valuable, and you can do some things to really mess up. You can even turn around and it might not be your kid, and so you can't see it, but then turn around and be like, my grandkid. I'm just saying, it's never just about you. It's never just about you. Sow the good seeds that you want to come back to you, because time is the one thing that doesn't keep going, and it is one of the most valuable things as well. What you put out is generally what you get back. And I say generally because these days, honey, I know some people going through some things, and I'm like, you are the least person that should be going through something like that. You are like dope as heck. How did that happen? But there's a lesson in some things too, and we need to take our time to evaluate the scenario and what's going on, and how we can see the light out of it, how we can see what we can learn, or that sometimes you're the person that can help the person that is truly supposed to be learning the lesson. You're an aid, if you will, in learning that. Go ahead. I'm telling you. Do you know how many things we could get done if we truly didn't waste time and we appreciated time? You know, even down to, let's just say somebody, you know, close to you passing away or whatever. What's the main thing that's always said? Oh, I wish I had more time. Are we going to start getting together more as family? We're going to start getting together more as family, not just at funerals and things like that. And then you see those same adults, since I'm talking to the kids, you see those same adults that the very next weekend, they're back to their old routine, because that's what's familiar. They want people to show up for them, but when it's time for them to show up for other people, they got an excuse. I got to work. I don't have time. Oh, I really don't like that. It's not always about what you like. It's not. The greatest joys that I get from a lot of things, actually, is that I like seeing somebody else being happy. I like seeing somebody else succeed and one of their dreams coming through, or a business venture, or, you know, them celebrating their birthday or a promotion or whatever it is. That's where a lot of my joy comes from. It's not specifically that I'm interested in the restaurant they chose or the location they chose or the hotel they chose to stay in, but I do it for them. I do it for them because I know that when I do things for myself, I would appreciate it if people did the same. Does it always happen for me? It does not. It doesn't. So that's probably why it's even more important to me, and things like that stand out, because I want to be a good steward of what God has assigned me to, and just try to live more like how I want people to live live and treat me. At the end of the day, you don't get any of those opportunities back. You can, go forward and do better, but that particular situation, you don't get it back. And I don't ever want to be the reason why somebody takes their time out for me and then I don't use it. Takes their time out for me to invest in me, be it via love, work, caring for me when I'm sick, taking the time out to call, any of those things. I want people to know that I appreciate them, and I'm very well aware that they don't owe me anything. So whenever they do it, it's so appreciated and so valued that I almost can't wait for the opportunity to return the favor. What's guy?
After who?
I'm recording.
Oh. She got you.
Sorry about that brief interlude. So at any rate, yeah, I look for opportunities to return the favor and show my gratitude, even if it is dropping a card in the mail, giving a shout out on social media, definitely ensuring that I say thank you. But nobody owes us anything, and time is the most valuable thing that somebody is giving to you. Nobody owes you anything. It's certain things that your parents don't even owe you. And I don't think this is so well understood. People are so daggone entitled these days. In LA, when in LA, right? People so dang entitled that it's ridiculous. I really don't understand where that came from. No, I'll take it back. I do understand where it came from. People's parents thinking that treating their kids like life revolves around them. Your life revolves around them. You think they're the most amazing thing ever. And half the time, the things that you're teaching them that life should give them, you're not even giving them. Some of them are just seeing your terrible behavior and what you're doing to other people.
Hello.
I just want all my butterflies. Hold on. I want all my butterflies to make sure that you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are available to you. There are so many out there, and with the pandemic brought about a lot of virtual opportunities. So just take a look, see what's out there. But when you commit and be there for it. Don't waste anybody's time. Don't, because doing that is how a lot of people also stop offering opportunities, because they are tired. They don't want to continue to have wasted time. If I just think, example, and I've had to tell my girls about this before, if I get off of work around 5 o'clock, right? And I then prep myself for a 7 o'clock meeting. We know at work, I got on my pajamas, my hair is up, I look a mess. Okay? So I have to literally get ready, prepare, get in my zen, because I need to be available to these girls to spend this amount of time with them, right? And to make sure that I have everything that is for that particular session. So I do all of this and I sit down at a computer. I make sure that I'm there on time, smile on my face, no matter what, right? And I log on and nobody's there. I text you and then you don't respond. You see what the nose did? And I didn't even do that on purpose. That just happened. Again, I, as in Asia, as in Divine Purpose, I am the auntie. There's a reason why I brand around being the auntie. The auntie ain't your mama. I don't owe you nothing. Everything I do is from my heart. Every time I need to snatch you and pull you back into reality, I'm the auntie. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm also the auntie that got your back, that could talk to you about boys, that could talk to you about experiences, that can talk to you about things that you may not talk to your mother about. That comes with only one cost for me, and that is to ensure that you are of your word and you show up on time and do what you are supposed to do. That is your currency to me. When you do that, I will always show up and show out for you. It is not one girl that has been in my program, and even some that were not in my program, that can't tell you that everything that I've done is from the heart. I will drive to you. I will mail to you. I will be available to you. I will put myself aside for you. I will do all of those things if you are in my program, or if you reach out and I feel like the need is great enough, or even anybody in my life, anybody, stepkids, husband, mamas, sisters. I'm out here right now watching my goddaughter because her mother needed to go to work. Dad's not home yet. I'm on my way. Today is Saturday. I need to do some things at home. This need is greater, and I get to spend some time with her. I did this while she was napping. Now she up though, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. But the point is, the hearts of some people are so big, but you mess up by disrespecting their time, disrespecting their effort, disrespecting them as a person, that it makes them not want to do it anymore. And then you don't understand why later those same resources are not available to you. You only have so many chances to let somebody down, and it does. As a child, you may not think that you are hurting this adult, but you do. It hurts when you don't show up. It hurts when you don't respect. It hurts when you don't value the opinion. It hurts when you don't follow this direction, because at a youth age, you need to follow the direction, because we're literally telling you things that will not lead you astray in most situations. There's a disclosure, and I have help for that too. But in most cases, it's mostly the time and the respect around anything that you do. That is your greatest currency, and it will open so many doors for you. So that is it from me. I hope this conversation was valuable. I hope it helped you to understand why the older you get, the less you get, okay, that you don't pay for. And then also, I'm just glad to be able to spend a little bit of time with you guys. So that is it from me today. Harley, you want to say goodbye? Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up, girlfriend. Hurry, hurry. Run. They ain't gonna keep waiting for time. See? This 3-year-old, I'll be trying to tell her. Get up here. What'd you say?
Bye-bye.
Look at the camera. Say bye. What you want to tell people? Be good?
Yeah.
Is Honey be good to you?
Yeah.
Is Honey be your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm cute.
Yeah.
And I got all the money.
Yeah.
No, I don't. You think I got all the money. Okay, we're going to have our Saturday snack and go outside for some vitamin D.
Yeah.
And change this hoodie. What do you say?
Bye.
Goodbye, butterflies. Goodbye. Goodbye, butterflies. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let me clean up.
The Roaring 20. The Roaring 20. The Roaring 20. Roaring 20. The Roaring 20. Roaring 20. Roaring 20. The Roaring 20. The Roaring 20. The Roaring 20. Roaring 20. The Roaring 20.